Hey guys, hey, this is Kevin again. Sorry for the delay in making a few videos. I just want to share a really cool experience I had today at the hospital, the psych hospital I work at. A lot of my videos are going to reference this because essentially all I'm doing on this channel is taking some of this experience that I'm having here as a therapist in this place and just sharing it, maybe as a resource for someone else going through a similar situation, or if someone's just curious, or if somebody wants support. So basically I was doing a group. One of the things that is expected a lot of the therapists there is to be able to do groups with a wide variety of people. So I was doing a combined adolescent guys and girls group, which is always really interesting. Rarely goes well. Occasionally it does. So one of the things we were talking about is our environment, who we associate with, and specifically who are the toxic people. I was asking the kids, a lot of times if I want to make a point, instead of confronting or calling people out or kids out, I'll ask them the question, do toxic people influence our lives? Do we create our own chaos? How do toxic people influence our lives? Who are the toxic people that influence us? And I just let them roll with it. So one of the things a girl mentioned, and I just want to share it here, she stated, 1, my parents are toxic. They date and marry toxic people. They're always negative. There's always drama. There's always chaos. There's, she detailed some domestic violence, drugs and alcohol involved, random people coming over and starting fights, just constant chaos. She's like, that's what my parents are. The next she follows it up with, I do the same thing. I associate with negative and toxic people and people who drag me into the drama, and I can't just have a calm friendship. There's always some kind of a fight, or what's the word she used? Someone's always having a beef, quote unquote, with someone else. And so she's detailing her own toxic relationships. And then I can see her, she's processing this from one boom, 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 next step to another. The last thing she said is, she kind of looked up, she's like, gosh, I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to have a kid way too early. I'm going to date, I'm going to continue dating toxic people. Probably might marry a toxic person. I'm going to be single. I'm going to be stressed out of my mind. I'm going to be trying to struggle to make ends meet. And I'm going to be negative and creating and dragging myself into all this drama. And so she's going off, she's just processing this. And so it got me thinking, I felt like, okay, this is the moment. I'm going to challenge this person. Because her line of thinking was, oh, my parents did it, I'm doing it, I'm going to have the same result as my parents. Chaos, and just living a life of struggle. So I asked her, what's the chances, is there a reasonable chance that's going to happen to you? And she's like, well, yeah, it probably will if I keep doing what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like it will if you keep doing the same stuff. This is your second or third time in a hospital. You haven't, nothing has changed. There hasn't been any kind of change or update in at least what you can do differently. And just kind of this take a step back moment, and we led into this discussion of, what's our role in this? I asked the next question to the group is, are we addicted to chaos? Do we place what's our role in this? Are we placing ourselves into these stressful situations, into these relationships with toxic people who are no good for us, and we know that, but we do it anyways? And some of the kids came up and said, well, this is all I've known. It'd be uncomfortable if I wasn't in this kind of a state. One of the kids mentioned, I'm addicted to the adrenaline, I'm addicted to the rush, the drama, the fights with parents, the fights with peers. Basically saying that, acknowledging regardless of how bad things are at home, sometimes most of the time, not all the time, we play a role in creating some of that chaos. So I guess, the question I just want to throw out there is, how much of the chaos in our lives is from our environment? For you guys to take a look at that, and for myself to take a look at it. A lot of times my worst enemy is myself. If I'm rushing to meet a deadline and I put everything off to the last second, I'm playing a part in that chaos. I don't want to brag, but my friend circle, the same guys I've been friends with since elementary school, and we all have our quirks, we all have our buttons we push, but at the very fundamental level, they're all positive people. They're all trying to do something above themselves for others. They're taking care of their family. One's a pastor at a church. One runs an auto shop. Just all just doing honest things. So I owe a lot of my positive traits and qualities to this group that I surround myself with. They've helped me stay on track when I've kind of veered off that track, just through high school and college, and even now still. So I just encourage you guys to take a look at your environment, take stock. You know, do you want your parents' history? Do you want to continue that legacy of chaos and being addicted to toxic people? And really recognize you have a choice. At the very end of the day, you have a choice to continue that kind of pattern. So anyhow, that's all I got, guys. I might do another video kind of looking at the neuroscience. I've been really interested in that, of people who've experienced a lot of trauma in their lives, and they're addicted to living in a stressed out, adrenaline rushed, fight or flight mode all the time state, whether it's through their work, risky behaviors, things like that. I'm really interested in the science behind that. So other than that, if you have questions, put it in the comments below. Any likes, anything, any subscribers to this pod would be awesome. So anyhow, thank you guys, appreciate it.